Hi, this is Matt Saternus for Plugged In Golf, and in this video I'm going to review the new Cleveland 588 RTX 2.0 wedges. Let's get plugged in. There are few names in golf as synonymous with wedges as Cleveland, and the 588 RTX 2.0 line is their most comprehensive wedge lineup to date. Now, at address, you'll see a pretty classic look from these Cleveland wedges, a relatively straight leading edge, just a slightly rounded toe, a nice teardrop profile. In terms of interesting aesthetics, Cleveland does give you the choice between a chrome finish and a darker black finish. Also, you'll notice right here that there are two different styles of club, both a blade and a cavity back wedge. We'll talk more about that in just a second. When you hit a nice tour ball with these wedges, you'll get a firm, muted click at impact with these with really good feedback. I would say that maybe the feedback is just slightly more precise with the muscle back, the traditional wedge, but really I think you'd have a pretty hard time telling the difference between the two. The feedback is pretty good on both. Now, there are a number of interesting things about the performance of these wedges. The first, as I mentioned, is the fact that you've got both a muscle back and a cavity back style to choose from. Obviously the cavity back is designed to be a little more forgiving. Really the biggest difference that I noticed is that at address it's just slightly larger, so maybe the higher handicap player might prefer that slightly larger look at address. But it's a pretty shallow cavity back. It's not as if you're going to be able to hit this way out on the toe and still get the ball to the green. They're both going to perform pretty similarly. Also, as the name would suggest, the RTX 2.0 is the updated Rotex 2.0 face technology that Cleveland's using. This involves some micro grooves between the grooves, and basically the goal here is more spin and more consistent spin, which I did see. I think a lot of this new technology that multiple manufacturers are using to give more consistency to the spin is really working, and it's very beneficial because you're going to get more repeatable, more consistent ball flight. Now, at the beginning I mentioned that this is Cleveland's most comprehensive wedge lineup yet, and the reason for that is the number of options available. As I've already mentioned, you've got different colors, different finish options. You've got the muscle back versus the cavity back, and Cleveland's also offering all three different sole widths. They're 1, 2, and 3 dot soles. Basically, the 3 dot sole is going to be the widest, and then the 2 and 1 dot sole have slightly progressively less bounce. They've got a more aggressive C-grind to them. When you get to that 1 dot wedge, you're going to see quite a bit of relief in the heel, the toe, and the trailing edge, which is going to make it perform a little bit better for players who are shallower into impact, make it perform a little better on tight lies, on firm soil, and it's going to make it a little bit more versatile. The last thing to know about these wedges is that Cleveland is really going above what anybody else is doing in terms of wedge fitting. You're going to be able to find at 800 different Cleveland retailers a wedge fitting station where you can combine different heads and shafts, different lengths of clubs, different lie angles, different soles, to try different things to find the best combination of specs for your wedges. If you have any questions about the Cleveland 588 RTX 2.0 wedges, please post them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow Plugged In Golf on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and check out pluggedingolf.com for more great golf content. This has been Matt Saternus. Thanks for watching.